Boxing King Media in association with Boxro. Something I never thought I'd see Sonny Edwards, a Matchroom fighter.
Really? I thought so at some point in my career.
I don't know the amount of back and forth you and Eddie ever had over the years. I always thought, because I just spoke to him a bit ago, and he specifically said he never used to like you, but he likes you now.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't believe in me when he probably did like me. He didn't believe in my abilities, like he said. He had the chance to sign me. He was spoke to about me. He weren't interested. And then obviously I was ignored for a long time. Then I had a bit of gripe about my brother, but that wasn't personal. That's business. And then I felt ignored by the Zone, Eddie, their fighters, the fighters that they promote and push. So therefore, I ruffled his feathers a bit, got on his radar, and then, from that we had a few more conversations, and then, yeah. I think now he knows deep down that for boxing and business purposes, like whatever he feels of me, like really personally, he might think I'm a cheeky little fucker, he might think I'm a little dickhead, whatever he feels. But I think for actual boxing, he knows I will talk a good game, and I will also back it up in the ring. I don't just say things I don't mean. I'm very easy to make a fight with. I don't want, he's probably never had a fighter that hasn't been so like, oh my God, I need this penny, I need that. Like, no. What we've negotiated, they've offered, counter offer, accept. Both times, the Martinez fight never happened, and the contract that we've agreed. It's not been hard, because the opportunities that I desire mean way more than, like I said, an extra 10 grand or 50 grand or 100 grand, whatever it might be. And a lot of fighters will fall out because it's not really the 100 grand, it's not really the 50 grand or the 10 grand, it's that they don't want to fight. That's why they fall out. If they really wanted to fight, most fighters will fight for free to a certain degree.
I just want to quickly touch on, obviously, Probellum. You was a Probellum fighter. They obviously shut business down. Is that how you became a free agent, and then you could have gone to anyone?
Yeah, so obviously when they stopped trading, Probellum, and I believe certain assets got taken over, by Disrupt, I think they're called. But it didn't necessarily mean that people that was with Probellum would come over. Like, you had conversations about it. What do you want to do? What do you think's next? What do you think's best? And I spoke to my people as well. And yeah, I think this move seemed logical. I know Matchroom was very interested. I think they know they can at least tie up a few storylines, big fights. You see Edwards Bam Rodriguez, Edwards Martinez, Edwards Estrada, Edwards Galawia fight in the future. Chocolatito. Franco, after I beat his little brother. You see all these names. And they're big fights, not just for the flyweight division, they're legitimately quite big for the landscape of boxing. When he puts up the schedule, Edwards versus someone, that's a fight.
It definitely is. And just tell me about the first conversation you had with Eddie Hearn when you guys knew the deal was about to be made. Was it awkward? Just talk me through it.
Nah, why would it be awkward? Like, if Eddie wouldn't sign someone he didn't want to sign, Eddie wouldn't be involved in something he didn't want to be involved with. I'll be real though, I kind of let it, conversations go over my head a lot of the time. When it comes to business, I don't really know everything, so I don't try to pretend to. So, I've got a great manager, and they work very well with Eddie. So, yeah, it was all done pretty much. Look, he's available, you interested, very interested, we'll get an offer over. Man, simple business. It's how business should be.
And you got the announcement that you deserve. You got announced moments before, and Anthony lost you away in front of thousands of people online and in this Westfield shopping centre. So that must make you feel like, you've been, because you got signed alongside Jack Cattrall and Shannon Ryan, but you got that star. What's the word now? Star. I can't think of the word now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I got a good introduction to the match. That's the word, to the Zone. You know what I mean? At least someone's doing a job for you. No, in all seriousness, yeah. Let's be real. Getting announced here on the live stream and fighting it. My phone, I have not even had a chance to look at it because I think this is the 6th or 7th interview I've done back to back. All my people are standing there waiting for me, so I'm getting off after this one. But yeah, I've not really had a look at it, but it seems like I've just had a fight.
And Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, I saw a tweet yesterday that apparently they were in the business for you as well, and they might have come in last minute. Any truth to that? Were you speaking to the promoters?
Well, like I said, I don't really speak to anyone myself personally. I like turning up, having a smile on my face, shaking hands, fighting, and being friendly. I don't want to fall out of them. I'll let other people fall out of them over me. You know what I mean? So, Golden Boy would have been a great opportunity and a great position, but I'll be real. I'll be 100% real about things. I heard that it was interested. And they were, and I know that they've been on to me since they, moved Ricardo Sandoval away from fighting me. So, and it would have been the zone, but for me, where I need to be right now, Eddie Hearn, and that's not no scratch on Golden Boy, because I do very much respect, like all the promoters. Like, what people don't understand is, I left Frank, and never fell out with him. I've left Probellum, whatever, never fell out of anyone from there. With Matchroom, if we end up working together for the rest of my career or not, I will not fall out with no one, because all the conversation will be is we need to try and make business sense. If we can't make business sense, then I can't agree, you can't agree. Sweet handshake, ring me if it ever does. See if the landscape changes, because I don't take it personally. I know people aren't coming, taking down these banners and you putting a camera in my face and all the stuff behind the scenes and booking hotels and train tickets and doing up image posts. I know they're not doing it because they love, being involved in creating like that might be a part of why they've chained down this name. But we're in a business. This is a whole entertainment industry that should be more like WWE, but less like WWE at the same time. That makes sense. It should be more like it in the sense of how things go and things that make sense, but then less like WWE when it's so obviously scripted and staged and a bit awkward coming out and a bit, like if it's genuine, promote the life out of it. If it's not, just be in a good fight.
And just one thing I want to ask you, Sonny, last one before I let you go. Seen some tweets online, your brother and Charlie Edwards. What is it? You guys having? Because I've seen you guys together last week, and you seem like you get along fine. Is there any genuine beef there? Could the fans see something crazy? Edwards versus Edwards. What's going on there?
You know what? I don't know, to be honest. If my brother wants to fight me, he can fight me. Because I ain't scared of him. Definitely. Definitely not scared of him.
Would he make flyweight?
No. I'd have to go up to bantamweight. But I do think, if I'm honest, he's just trying to capitalise on his little brother's name, which is mad, because I offered him 3 fights, not just me as well. 3 fights on my undercard, and he's never accepted it. He's been out 14 months and he could have fought 3 times on my undercard. So about him getting in the ring and fighting me, I think that's even more far-fetched. He doesn't want to get shown up just boxing on the same card as me, so he definitely don't want to get shown up boxing me. And like I've said, and he knows, he stopped sparring me voluntarily and choosing to not spar me from about 18, 19. In Marbella when we were training over there. I got stopped being used as one of his sparring partners to help his camps whilst I was still amateur, a long time ago. He doesn't like sparring with me. He's only ever been used not even the last few years. I've not sparred him since I've been a world champion. I've asked to go down to Gallagher's gym and that. Weren't interested, none of them was. Asked him to come down, I'll pay him, and because I needed sparring. Wasn't interested. My brother, I can't get sparring from my brother. So him now calling me out, for me, I don't know if it's Joe encouraging him. I don't know if it's he's seeing the numbers on the views that he gets. And if he doesn't mention me and just mentions mental health and having to take time out and being a victim and it was everyone else's fault and not mine. I mean, I can disagree with some of the points, but I'm not going to. He's my brother. But I think he's realised that people don't care about any of that, really.
I tell you, whatever it is, I hope your brothers, end of the day, blood's blood, and I hope you guys work out your differences. Last thing, Prince Patel, he posted his video last night, explosive knockout, right uppercut. I just spoke to Eddie Hearn, and he's categorically said he's not going to give Prince Patel an opportunity to fight you next.
Next? I don't think he should ever give him one. He's fucking useless. He's shit. He's fighting in a hall, yeah? I got sent a video by someone that was in the hall. It had 10 people they counted, including the refs and including the judges. They had 10.
Who's paying for all this? Who do you think's paying for him to fly across?
He's got an old woman that he's in a relationship with. This is groundbreaking. I'm not joking. Deep the sincerity in my voice. Yeah, he's got an old woman, a sugar mum. That's not a joke. Ask him. When I said on the phone, everyone knows about your old bird, he went quiet, stopped speaking. That's the reality. I always thought it was a sponsor, some old rich white geezer or something. Nah, it's like a 60, 70-year-old woman.
Interesting that. Well, on that bombshell, Sonny will leave it. Congratulations, yeah?